bills. It's all too expensive, and part of our job is to make sure we do everything we can to make life more affordable for you, and I take that seriously. Yes, you'll watch, there's a lot of screaming and yelling in Washington, but here's the good news. There's plenty of us who work together, Democrats and Republicans, who are trying to get stuff done and are focused on our job, like this, who worry about the country, worry about our communities. And we were just talking about before, we were talking about how I'm reading this book about violence in Congress, a history. So, believe it or not, there's a book about this. And I'm in this section that's talking about the 1850s and how what the members of Congress used to do to each other on the House floor. I said, this makes now look civil. I said, it's unbelievable. They beat each other, get in fights, they punch each other, spit on each other. I mean, I can't believe it. I'm going to go back the next week and think, this is lovely. What are you talking about? All right, this is great. So I just want you to know your government is working for you, and you should know that. So let's talk a little bit about Jersey. And as Dr. King said, which I love this quote, he said, life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? And our job is to do for you and fight for the 5th District. In the last 4 years alone, because we've kept some of these stats in the last 4 years, dealing with these bureaucratic glitches at people denied Social Security checks or VA benefits or health care issues or other critical resources, we've helped more than 655 veterans across the district get their VA benefits who've been denied and service medals. More than 1,580 people here in northern New Jersey, seniors, get access to Social Security checks that you earned. These are not giveaways. You pay into Social Security and Medicare. Don't forget that. We got 61 constituents back home from being stranded overseas. People get stranded overseas. The team helps get people home. We had people stranded in Israel, for instance, after October. Constituents get their unemployment benefits when you pay into unemployment. So if you get unemployed, you should get your benefits. And lots of people fight the IRS, which again, you'll hear is like one of my favorite pastimes when the IRS sticks it to people. I love sticking it to the IRS. If they're watching, I'm definitely screwed now. They're probably gonna come after me. In 2020 alone, by working with our great mayors and councils and first responders in towns, I helped claw back $750 from Washington for every single household in the 5th District of stuff we got back, whether it's a fire truck or other grants. It's a 357 increase from what this district historically received before I was representing it. My office has clawed back, ready for this, working with people, fighting for them, whether it's a PPP loan issue or you name it, more than $163 million to date since we've been tracking this information a couple years in, $163 million. So very proud of that. That's money that goes to Washington or other places that comes back to our district, to you. The people up here know that I'm obsessed with fighting to get money back for us. I hate when money goes to Alabama or Mississippi or some other place that no one ever wants to live at because you want to live in New Jersey. But sometimes people live in these other states, and I don't like when money goes to the other states and not ours. I want it going back to you to help our families. And so let me talk to you about a couple of the people who are with me today. We're joined by 4 5th District residents. You'll hear from them in a second. Donna and Willie Ivory, Pam Connors, and Svetlana Sukundevo. I practiced this also. Is it okay? I'm gonna call you Svetlana. Is that okay? Great, that'll be easier. You call me Josh. You don't have to pronounce Gottheimer, don't worry. They all came looking to us for help. By working together with our team, we help take on their cases and get the services and hard-earned benefits that they earned. And again, this is what I encourage everybody to focus on, how you can reach out to us. Today, we're not just celebrating wins against red tape and bureaucracy, we're also about getting the word out. And again, IRS, passports, VA benefits, Social Security benefits, Medicare issues, you name it, call us. Fights with Trenton and New Jersey and the bureaucracy in New Jersey, call us. Love to fight with Trenton also. Love to help, talk to our towns, our mayors and councils if you have issues here. Donna and Willie Ivory from Hackensack. I want to talk a little bit about Don and Willie. As I often say, we always should get the backs of our veterans. We have a couple of veterans here. We've raised our hand, our veterans. Thank you very much. Thank you for your service to our great country. We're very, very grateful. I can't stand when the bureaucracy gets in the way of helping our veterans get the benefits you've earned and that you fought for our country to protect our flag. You should get help. Willie is a Korean War veteran, served as a corporal in the artillery. Don't mess with him. Former U.S. Army reservist, had been denied medical care after he was transported from the Paramus Veterans Home to a VA-approved doctor's office, and the copay was just not affordable. In fact, Willie has been struggling to get the full VA benefits he earned since his service nearly 50 years ago. His daughter Donna, that's Donna, tried everything, even writing to the White House for assistance before they were referred to my office for help. That's when we contacted the VA on behalf of Willie to get Willie's aid and attendance benefit application and his pension application processed. Willie had already filed numerous claims, had been denied disability compensation benefits twice, and had his records lost in a fire. You can't make this up, right? Bogging the review process down even further. With all the red tape and the hoops to jump through, Willie said he was feeling like maybe they should just give up. But after hearing about all he's done for us, my team and I knew we were not going to let that happen. We're not going to let Willie down. We got to work and reach out to the VA Pension Management Center and the VA office in Newark to get answers and move the process along. Willie had also sustained injuries to his ears from the blasts in the war and needed hearing aids. So, on top of ensuring his benefit status was sorted out and approved, we ensured that he would receive 100% service-connected disability rating, awarded pension benefits, including about $75,000 in back pay, and also helped ensure Willie would receive his monthly disability compensation benefits, which he earned protecting our great country, right, of more than $3,900 a month. This is the least we can do for what you did for us, sir. I know today we're joined by Donna, who's working on her doctorate degree, right? Willie and his granddaughter, Leah Gray. Is your granddaughter make it or no? Oh, there. Oh, you're hiding. Come on. What are you talking about? Come on. I mean, I'm not intimidating. Look at me. So Willie and Leah Gray, I'd now like to invite Donna up to speak a little bit about Willie's case a little bit, if you would. Thank you so much. Please. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you. Your granddaughter, that's your daughter?
That's my daughter.
Why isn't she coming
granddaughter.
up? She's camera shy? Oh, you don't do selfies? It's the same thing. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you. So good afternoon, or good morning. Excuse me, afternoon now already. I'm Donna Ivory, and thank you, all of you, for attending today, and thank you also, veterans, for your service. Thank you.
Can we hear her? Just go here. Speak. That
A little bit better?
That only
That's not
speaks to the
working.
camera, so you
Only
got to
to the
speak
camera.
loud.
Okay, so I'll
Sorry.
bring it out. So just want to say thank you for your service to our veterans that are here. And thank you, Dad, also for your service, Dad. I love you, Dad.
I love you.
Okay. And so, I'm just really grateful. We needed assistance. My dad, as Josh Gottheimer stated, my father is a Korean War veteran. And, he served honorably. He was serving in the artillery. And so one thing that I can share is that if you can imagine 1 pound of pressure per square inch, just one could break a glass. But he was subjected to 160 plus every day for several years without ear protection. So it obliterated his hearing and all of the internal works of the ear. So my father couldn't hear, and I remember that my entire life as a child growing up, finally to this day. And then my dad had a catastrophic fall because of balance issues, and he had life-sustaining injuries. We didn't know what to do financially. I contacted your office. I contacted Josh Gottheimer because every single time I've contacted your office, something was done. Good. And it was done correctly and expeditiously. It was done immediately. So when I told the story, immediately I wrote a long story to share with Mr. Gottheimer, and then he assigned it to his team, Madison Woolen over there, and she took the reins with Josh Gottheimer, and we were denied twice, and they told us to appeal, but we didn't appeal. We went back to Josh again. We didn't have to, and you took care of it again. And my dad now, as of September this year, we got the phone call. And it literally took less than 24 months, what he had been trying for over 50 years.
Shouldn't have even taken that long.
I agree.
You know,
I agree.
That's crazy.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
We see more people, our veterans, on the street instead of where they should be.
That's true.
It's totally true.
It's sad.
It's unacceptable.
No, it is.
It's unacceptable.
That's right. So
Thank you so much.
I want to encourage everyone here, if you need anything, honestly, you have a friend in your corner. You have Josh Gottheimer. He's right here. Just pick up the phone. Send him an email. Call Madison. You know? Thank you, Josh.
Thank you so much.
Josh.
Thank you so much.
I love you,
Thank
Josh.
you so much. I love you too. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
We brought something a little extra. So, I had this week flown over the United States Capitol in your honor as just a thank you, extra thank you for you. So this was flown up literally in your name to thank you for your service over the United States Capitol this week for you. Can I give that to you? Come on. Here's a certificate about this. Thank you to you guys. Come on, we need good stories, right, these days? We need those good stories. Next, I want to hear from, in a minute, hold on for you. Sorry, thanks. Thank you. Next, we're joined by Pamela Connors of New Milford. Hey, Pamela. Thank you so much. Thank you. Good morning. A little while back, Pamela had fallen severely ill and went to the hospital. Because of her condition, Pamela couldn't work anymore, but reached out to New Jersey Department of Labor temporary disability insurance program to receive benefits to help her get by. By the way, when you work, you pay into disability insurance. It's not something given. It's not a giveaway. It's literally part of your paycheck. When they take out various things for Social Security, Medicare, and one of the things you get taken out for is disability. So, God forbid you have a problem, you will still be able to get money from the insurance you paid into. Pamela wasn't able to wait the typical 7 to 9 week waiting period required before applying, as she wasn't able to work. And so who can wait that many weeks when you don't have a job and you need help? So after waiting 3 months to hear back with a decision, she was forced to return to work against your doctor's advice, right? Right. So for 3 months, Pamela didn't hear anything about her claim. So she reached out to my team and to me for assistance. With again, great team, the best in the business. Within a couple weeks, we were able to confirm that her claim was approved, and she received more than $5,400 on her debit card from the critical benefits that she paid into. So again, you got money back that you had paid into to help you in a critical time. Once you started feeling better, you returned to work, but then got sick again, in my understanding, and reached out to the Department of Labor to extend the benefits, but paperwork issue stopped. Once again, bureaucracy, the red tape got in the way. And you had to deal with the state and making phone calls and sitting on the phone and, right, I'm sure. For hours. I've been there. It's miserable. Drives me crazy. So our office coordinated with both the state and the Social Security Administration to get Pamela the information she needed to understand what was available, what kind of help was available. And again, anyone watching, I encourage you to do the same thing. Next, we helped you refile your temporary disability claim and continue to follow up to make sure the agencies got back to you about how to help. And I guess it worked, right? Not only did we help ensure Pamela would receive her Social Security disability insurance benefits, but they were backdated. That means in total, we helped Pamela claw back nearly $5,500 from the Department of Labor, more than $1,200 in back pay with a monthly benefit rate of $2,400 from the Social Security Administration. And so, given all you've had to deal with, hopefully we took one little thing off your shoulders and we're able to help. And I'd love to hear from you, and I really appreciate you reaching out to us. Thank you very much.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Pamela Connors, and, oh, louder, okay. My name is Pamela Connors. Good morning. Can you hear me?
Morning.
Okay. I reached out to Josh Gottheimer's office because I didn't know where else to turn. I was born with an autoimmune illness that I wasn't diagnosed with until my early 20s. And as I was working and getting older and older, I started having medical complications that prevented me from working. It was nothing that ever I would know in advance. It would hit me that night or, the next morning, and then I would be out of work for 5+ days. I always looked okay, nobody understood, but that's how these illnesses work. So when I was frustrated, I was sick, I was in the hospital a lot of the time, and I was reaching out to friends and family saying, I don't know what to do, my hands are tied. I've reached out, and the 12 weeks went by with short-term disability with the state. And I would call, and they would say, well, we're really backed up, and, we'll get to you when we get to you. And obviously I was frustrated, and, when I reached out to Josh Gottheimer's office, they were right on it. I believe I first spoke with Kimberly and several other people along my journey, because it's been a few years between both the state disability and federal, but I would not have been able to do any of this without any of them. His team is just absolutely wonderful. From the first phone call, I was followed up with emails and phone calls. I would be in my hospital bed, and they had no idea. And they would be calling and emailing me, and I would say, oh, well, by the way, I'm here. And so it will be 1 year, December 16th, that I received an organ transplant. So that will be 1 year next month. And I am currently recovering. I've spent most of this year in and out of the hospital with multiple procedures, and it's been a lot, but knowing that I have a little bit of income that I worked my entire life towards really does help take the weight off of me wondering what I'm going to do to survive. But yeah, so I would not have been able to do this without their assistance. And I would tell anyone, please reach out, because the follow-up was just incredibly, it was really amazing. I didn't expect that, and I'm just thrilled that they kind of held my hand through the whole process, and I honestly could not have done it without them. When you're sick and it takes everything you have just to wake up each day, and then you have all of this, the paperwork and it's just very overwhelming, and it's really easy to give up, but you can't give up, because that's what you are here for. You and your team, you cannot give up, and they will help you. So reach out for that help, because it is there. You just have to make that first step. So thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you, office, and thank you, staff. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
That's the point, right? You don't give up. We don't give
No,
up. You can't give up, right? I don't give up. My team doesn't give up. We keep going. And I think that's what people should get from their elected officials. So it's so nice to hear that. Finally, I want to speak a little bit about two important issues to me that come together in this particular story. One, going after airline fees, because I don't like those surprise fees that you get, when you buy a ticket and there are these 10 other fees that you didn't know about, and that drives me crazy. And I talk to people about that a lot. They see a price come up, and then they buy the ticket, and it's like, wait, what? Where did all those other things come from? And then, you got to use the restroom, and they charge you for that now too. So it's ridiculous, and we gotta make sure those fees are not hidden. But that's a separate issue. And then there's a situation in Ukraine, which I'm also been very focused on, and making sure we do everything we can to stand by our friend and those who've been and so many families who've not only lost loved ones but seen their country devastated by Putin and his dictatorship and his run across Ukraine. And so that's something I've been very focused on, making sure we have resources to supply to Ukraine to fight back against one of our key adversaries. I love our country. And you talk about people who fought to protect our freedom and our democracy, and we're not going to allow Russia or the government of China or Iran, in my opinion, take away our freedom. And that means we need to be strong and stand by our friends, our democratic friends. So that brings me to Svetlana, who is an Allendale resident, but is originally from Ukraine. She was trying to travel back home, right, to Ukraine, and with her 6-year-old son. And when the town she was set to arrive in was unfortunately bombed, right? Is that where you grew up? Where you grew up? Sorry? And you were pregnant at the time as well. So Svetlana, right, you were pregnant at the time. They did tell me that part. And you had to pay. You paid to change your flight because of the safety concerns, with good reason. She originally tried to reach out to Lufthansa Airlines for refund assistance. Obviously, it was bombed. You were pregnant. You had your small one with you, and for refund assistance. And after contacting the airline and explaining her situation, that she was facing financial hardship and what you were dealing with in this situation, they refused to refund her money for the flight. After a friend recommended her to our office, Svetlana reached out to me and to our team. That same day, we reached out to the airline and kept following up, again, not giving up, following up to the airline until they confirmed that the case had been escalated to their customer care team. Within 1 month of reaching out, we kept reaching out, right, and reaching out and reaching out. Lufthansa agreed that you were owed the money for the flight and that they would begin to process the payment. Since Svetlana had paid through multiple different credit cards, we also followed up to ensure that you received the full amount. While the airline began paying her back in small installments, my team and I followed up to ensure she clawed back every single nickel that you were owed. Whether it's through my legislation like the ETA Act, going after some of these policies where they don't go fast enough or they don't give back, whether flights are canceled or significantly delayed or there's big issues, or making sure you get your dollars back, we gotta follow through and make sure people are made whole. And so I'd love to talk to you. I'd love to have you up here for a second if you want to tell a little bit more. Thank you so much.
I'm just so grateful to Josh Gottheimer and his staff for.
She's trying. I'll
I'm
repeat
trying
it.
for helping me out my issue with refunding money for the flight from Lufthansa. They helped me out. Kimberly and other staff helped me out so fast. So just thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm so glad it worked out. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'll take care of you guys. Before I conclude, I do want to, if it's okay, if you guys don't mind, bring up Madison and Kimberly just to thank them for, because I don't think anyone else from Casework is here, right? So this is part of the team. Come on, guys. We have a couple others who aren't here today, but I want to say thank you to both of them who do a phenomenal job, and thank you both. We have a phenomenal team. We're very, very lucky, and they work incredibly hard every single day. Just like our great deputy mayor works hard every day, we have great people who work hard, and it's not always easy. People aren't always excited to talk to you. But the good news is I think it's one of the most important parts of my job is to advocate and be a champion and to do everything we can to help our seniors, our veterans, our families make life more affordable, but also deal with bureaucracy. So the door is always open. If you're watching, our door is always open. Please knock on it. Either come by, pick up the phone, send us an email, you name it. We will reach out. You can get me by email at josh.gottheimer@mail.house.gov. We'll post that there. Also with this, you can call me in Fair Lawn at 201-389-1100. My office is actually in this town, one of the offices. We have other offices around northern New Jersey, but one of our offices is here, 201-389-1100. Or go to Gottheimer. Information on there. Plenty of resources. So if you have any together, all of us, put the country first in the great